Hey Sonic, I hear there's a new Sonic Boom game coming out.
What the what? I've seen you burn them before. Fire and ice. You come on like a flame, then you turn a cold shoulder. Fire and ice.
Hello everyone, Jason the middle-aged man-child here for Sonic Stadium, and this is a special little segment for the Sonic Stadium that I like to call Let's Talk. It's like Let's Play, except we're not actually playing any games. We're just talking about certain topics here, and of course, surprise! Sonic Boom Ice and Fire, or Fire and Ice, I forget which. Anyway, yeah, this just came out of nowhere, didn't it? Basically, this is a sequel to Sonic Boom's Shattered Crystal, which, as far as I can remember, did not do that well, and we don't know exactly how bad it did. I mean, we know that Sonic Boom, as a game company as far as 3DS and Wii U combined, only did 620,000 copies sold. Now, we don't know what the split is on that. For all we know, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystals did 500,000, and Sonic Rise of Lyric only did 120. But we do not know. We do not know if it was profitable enough at all that would warrant a sequel. But the main thing here is brand recognition. The reason they're even putting out this new game is Sonic Boom, the cartoon series, was a success. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric did horrible. Shattered Crystals, not that good either, but it doesn't look like. And Sonic Boom, the comic book, is being canceled after issue 11. No one's really sure what's going on with that. They said the stories and characters are still continuing. I don't know exactly what that means. It could be they're putting them into the digest, which would actually get me to buy the digest, since it wouldn't be. You see, the digests only have mostly issues that have happened within the last 2 years. So having something fresh like Sonic Boom in there would be great, but that's just a rumor. We don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, back to Fire and Ice. The reason why they do that, of course, is marketing. As far as marketing goes, the cartoon, like I said, is still doing successful. They need to market towards that cartoon, and of course the best thing to do that is with a video game. So we got a bit of a sequel. Same company, Sanzaru Games, same developers. And if you're wondering, well, how can they make money off of that? I mean, the other one didn't make any money. Well, the thing is, this one's going to be a lot cheaper to make now, of course, because they're using the exact same gameplay engine, the exact same, assets and development tools that they used for the first game. Because of that, it makes it much cheaper to develop this game for. And hopefully they've listened to fans' complaints, because there are several complaints. I've played the original Shattered Crystal at E3 last year. I was actually hyped and excited for it. It actually demoed very well at E3 and at Comic-Con as well. I mean, but that's because they kind of focused on the more high-speed gameplay, and they showed that exploration was kind of like a secondary thing, where you're playing as Tails and Knuckles and finding these other little crevices and areas. But then when you got the home version, the exploration was the primary goal. You couldn't get any further into the game without having a certain amount of doodads and what have yous, and Hoosamafudgets and Baphomodads and all that. Anyway, and that's a big problem, because that took away from the core gameplay platform mechanics, instead of being, and it cut what I call the flow. The most important thing about a Sonic game is to have good speed flow, to have a good amount of speed and platforming into your game, and to make speed kind of the reward, like a lot of people have said, And the problem with that game was that that's not what the case was. It wasn't flowing. It was constant stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And it just really ruined what could have been a good game. I mean, there are elements in that engine for a very solid Sonic game, a more Sonic Rush type experience. That's what we could see with the bosses that they've shown. You got bosses that are 2 screens high, very much like Sonic Rush. And Sonic Rush is actually a favorite Sonic game of mine as far as 3DS games, or DS games go, pardon me. And so there's there's an opportunity there for them to make a really solid Sonic game. Whether they do that or not, I don't know, because the last one ended up not near as good as I was hoping, or what the demos, really sold me on. And from what I'm hearing, it's once again like 7 worlds with only like 4 or 5 hub worlds per each level, and only 4 bosses for the whole game. They got extra little special stages and stuff. And sadly, it sounds like another short game, which was the problem with the first game, is that if it wasn't for the fact that you had to stop and keep replaying and replaying these levels to find and get all the little extra stuff, that game could have been finished in about 2 hours. Instead, you finish it in about 4 or 5 hours, which is still a fairly short Sonic game. So, as far as being excited for this game, I'm not really there. I'm just hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping they actually do well with it, but chances are I don't think it's going to do as well. I don't think they're going to do that well sales-wise, because you've seen the reactions already. The reactions out there are just everybody's ganging up on it and hating on it before really getting their chance to get hands-on with the game. But that's another problem. What if I'm playing this at like E3, or if I get to E3? That's another problem I can't even discuss right now. Or if when I get to Comic-Con, I play the demo, and the demo plays fantastic, but then I get exactly the same thing. You get the game home, and it's the same thing. You're stuck until you play this certain level like about 4 or 5 times getting the items. And that's what ruined the last game, and I'm worried that's what will ruin this one. But anyway, hope that, like I said, the main reason this game exists is to push the brand. The series is doing great in the ratings. We got another half season coming up in the fall for the U.S. France is already about 10 episodes ahead of us right now. And I'm hearing talks they hired people to help push production on the cartoon, and I heard Bill Freiberg with the France recently to discuss things with Uidon, which sounds like we're going to get a second season of 52 episodes, hopefully. I mean, I like to see this brand continue. I think the cartoon's hilarious, and so I'd like to see that, carry on. So what do you think about Sonic Boom Fire and Ice? Let us know in the comment section right below here. And tell us, are you excited? Do you think it looks like crap? I know a lot of you think it looks like crap, but I mean, you played Shattered Crystal, you know you're disappointed in that one. Do you think you're just going to get disappointed all over again? Me, I'm not too excited about this one. I'm hoping for the best, expecting the worst. The problem is, here, this is not a typical Sonic game. Let's get this discussion out, okay? This is a licensed game. This is a game to sell the cartoon rather than a cartoon to sell a game. This is basically Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, 1 and 2 that are on 3DS, Wii U. This is here to help promote a cartoon rather than help promote Sonic as a video game franchise. That's an important thing to remember. So don't expect much out of this. This is one of those licensed games like a SpongeBob, basically. All right, we should at least demand better, though. We should ask for even SpongeBob as its A and B titles, and that's something we should at least ask for our publishers, is to have something good and decent for our favorite little franchise here. So thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.